Jack off in the lead. Sam Tornoff, though, having lost a lot of ground off the start, coming under attack. He's got Matt Neal behind him. He's got Matt Simpson alongside him, and off the road goes Simpson. He's hit by Matt Neal and gets forced into Tornoff, and they both go off. Big damage for Simpson, and Sam Tornoff in the wrong place at the wrong time gets shoveled across the grass.
Like, oh, off goes Senna Proctor.
At high speed as well, and that's coming out of Graham Hill Bend. Tough lad, Senna Proctor. Question is, how did he get there? Did he fall or was he pushed? Bang, there was contact from James Nash. And bang.
Yeah, but he's gone in sort of relatively sideways. Hopefully that will mean that the actual contact is quite side. And ironic, look, that rear wheel.
And now Proctor makes contact with him and tries to force open the door. And Moffat goes wide, and there's more contact, and that's bad news for Moffat because he's in the tyres, he's got damage, and one little touch has serious consequences. And Neil slow at Graham Hill Bend, and the gap is half a second between them.
Oh, well, difficult to say, isn't it? I mean, obviously Moffat had to come try and get back on the track, and dives up the inside. Oh,
that is a very crossed up MG. That was Boardman being given a tap by Bushell. That was coming through paddock. We saw Ingram dive up the inside. It was a late call, but we are back racing, and it is Rob Austin that leads the pack. Ollie Jackson second, and another bit of contact. Aidan Moffat and Mike Bushell come to blows, and it's Moffat again who comes off worse.
Bushell is close up behind. He's hoping to get up the inside, runs the speed up the inside, but there's just no room. Never got alongside at all.
He's got a battle behind him. And this is a contact jelly on Chilton. Stephen Jelly versus Tom Chilton, and it forces the focus wide and loses places.
Have the slick tyres on the cars this weekend.
Drama in the background, Adam Morgan off, Tom Oliphant delayed. I fear the two Sicily cars may well have come into contact.
Going through Hollywood down the Craner curve, something's got to give here, Brett Smith. Oh, just get through. No, the Paul Motorbase cars is off, comes back on, and Chilton just holds it. Did he get rid of that little marker board as well at the same time? He did, so he won't overheat.
Who comes up to attack Goff, and this is the view down through the Craner curves. Goff rides the curve. Turkington is sideways, possibly with help, and round he goes, and England's going to make contact. No, he just misses him. Can Turkington keep out of the gravel? He can somehow. Well saved, that man.
There you've got the BMW on the right as they come. They're just the tiniest of touches, look. Just the tiniest. No, you can't really blame. So side by side through there, trying to hang on to the car. Look, it's almost impossible. So it's just one of those things, I think. Oh, good avoidance there as well.
Tom Ingram, all place because he's on the faster tyre as they come up over the line, and he now challenges Josh Cook, and that's Rob Austin getting sideways in the background. The Alfa Romeo goes around, and it does make contact with the wall. 7th is Jack Goff, Tom Oliphant is 8th, 9th now Brett Smith, 10th is Ash Sutton, and there's contact between Ollie Jackson and Rob Collard coming out of Redgate, and Jackson is sideways. He's on the grass on the inside at Hollywood, and he now toboggans his way across the grass, and hopefully he can blend back in without causing Carmageddon. Who is going to be third to lead those on the prime tyre? It's Cook, a bit crossed up, and off goes Tornoff, and his teammates are all involved in that as well. Stephen Jelly is in the wrong place at the wrong time, so also is Josh Price, Mike Bushell, Senna Proctor. There is mayhem down at the old hairpin, and there are cars there.
Drive now, so is it just a harmless spin? Well, it's a harmless spin, but with a little bit of contact.
From Mike Bushell, by the look of it,
And that looks like it's in a dangerous place again.
So Tom Boardman, the man from Preston, gets out of the car. How did he get there? Contact with Rob Austin, and then also with the team hard Volkswagen. Was that Jake Hill behind that got involved?
Camish's, this is a favourite pace, quickly becoming a favourite pace of Camish's. Look, he goes, gives room on the inside, knowing that, oh no, didn't need that on, he's punctured. He's punctured. What a shame. He had that move done, just trying to hold on round the outside.
It is Adam Morgan who leads the way, and that's Tom Oliphant in the wars again. He's off at Coppice. Thankfully, I don't think anybody else has been involved with him.
Let's see, was there a little touch at the back, or yes, a touch at the front?
Yes, he hits Tom Boardman. Boardman gets sideways and loses a wheel. Wheel ripped off Boardman's car. So we've got Michael Caine off the road and Tom Boardman in the middle of the road.
Yeah, so where's Boardman's car ended up? Of course, it's front-wheel drive, so he could sort of drag it out the way, but
it's a big hit to get the wheel
off. It was, yeah.
So Michael Caine was the first one we saw with the bonnet up. Tom Boardman's car spins. It's now a three-wheeler. This is Tom Oliphant round the outside of Brett Smith, going into Druids, and Oliphant got roughed up a little bit, way wide, all over the dirt. Tom Chilton it is, who has made a great start. He leads. Jordan is second, and on the grass is Dan Camish, who toboggans his way down the hill. We've lost a Vauxhall. Aidan Moffat turns in and gets collected by Camish. The one in the gravel looks like being Sandra Proctor. Moffat's race is done, and it was an out-of-control Camish on the grass. He may have been put there by somebody else's zealotry, but drama right from the get-go. One of the Wicked Hondas is in real strife. Is that Brett Smith? It is, and somehow they've all missed him so far. Hold your breath. Jelly goes through. Wow.
This is on board with Moffat, coming round first corner and down towards Cascades. There's alright bodywork flying everywhere. There's Camish on the left, coming back onto the track. A total passenger, can't avoid anybody coming the other way. Just the way the corner flows, unfortunately. Camish actually kept going, and he's still in the race. This is the other one, bunching under braking, and Brett Smith gets turned around, and how lucky was it nobody ran into him as he came back onto the track.
In from Rob Austin, and Collard gets the drop on him. Rob Collard leads the way of drama straight away. Oliphant's in the wall. Chris Smiley, I think that is off the road, and it is Rory Butcher. This is going to be a safety car. It may even be a red flag. Dan Lloyd has been wiped out in that as well. He's there with damage, lots of damage, and we'll start to see what happens. Mike Bushell's a bit slow. Rory Butcher comes up alongside him, and there's contact between Butcher and Oliphant. And then look, the BTC Northern Honda's completely innocent in that. They've just got nowhere to go. Big damage.
Here's on board with Aidan Moffat. The yellow flag's already out. The marshal's very quick. Signboards, cars going absolutely everywhere. All you can do is pick your way through. But yeah, good job by the marshals, but it's just the narrowness of this circuit.
Chilton is just up ahead of them. Ingram is through. Is there a bit of contact? Well, I think he's done it. He's just made it stick. No, Matt Neal comes back at him on the inside and he goes back through, but he's off the road. Morgan's up the inside of Ingram. Off goes Matt Neal. Through the dust, he's going to get back onto the road. It all kicked off going up Clay Hill. Sutton leads, Jordan goes second, Plato third, Ingram is fourth ahead of Tornoff. Great start, and then you've got Turkington and Collard in the mix. Jelly is off the road, Austin is off the road at the first corner.
Well, the first question's been answered, and that is, well, what I would like to point is, in front of this, Plato has shot away from, oh, he's gone wide now, that's it, yeah. And the spin, he couldn't even hold it on the road. He hasn't got a puncture from the look of it, but he's been losing rear end grip, and the rear must have just let save him. And it seems like the track is a little bit dirty there, isn't it? Because Ingram himself had a bit of a moment. Certainly the officials will look at it because it's on the front row. Well, that's to take nothing away. Oh no, Josh Cook, that's going to be in the wall.
That's a big off into the field. Josh Cook goes off at high speed at Tower. Yellow flags fly. The marshals will get there, but Josh Cook spears off the road. He's not hit the wall, thankfully, but he's gone into the field, and so...
Yeah, Jordan made a great start. He made up 3 places. Look at that. It's almost like he's got no brakes. I don't know what happened there. That was so fast.
Absolutely.
Whether he got on the grass on the left on the approach, but he was so lucky not to hit the...
There was something wrong with the car that he has picked up, and this is more drama on the opening lap of the race. That's how James Cole ended up in strife, and not as badly delayed as the tyre stack is whacked across the road.
And that is why I hate tyre stacks, because that was just...
Matt Neal getting past Senna Proctor, Tom Chilton up the inside as well. And
more tyres in the road. Just ridiculous.
Right, Dan Lloyd wants his place back, elbows out, leans on Matt Neal, up the inside comes Tom Chilton, up the inside goes Senna Proctor. This new danger within the championship after a great day thus far. Over the line they come. We've now done 5 laps. There are 10 to go, and there's contact as Chris Smiley and Aidan Moffat make contact, and Smiley slides across the grass on the inside. He takes one of the hoardings, he picks up loads of grass. Down towards Clervo. Which car does Sutton defend from? Matt Neal does fight back on the inside. He brakes desperately late. There's contact, and Sutton goes wide off the road through the gravel. Just avoids the barriers, but Ash Sutton gets roughed up big time.
So Sutton moved to the inside, but Matt's already down the inside. I think well, he's 3/4 of the way alongside, and Sutton had to turn into the corner.
Proctor is third. It's a drag race to the line, and Tornoff is going to get ahead. There's contact there as Butcher gets turned round. Tornoff is 8th. Ingram is mugged on the line. He falls back by 97 thousandths. Mike Bushell gets squeezed out towards the dirt on the outside line, so it is Goff ahead of Camish, down towards Richards for the first time. Look round the outside, there are cars on the grass as Ash Sutton trying to gain places. It's a Honda 1, 2, 3, and the drama has started already. Jason Plato is off the road, and so is Ollie Jackson.
Yeah, what a great start for Ash Sutton. Look, he's challenging at the front. He's pushing up the inside of Camish for second or third place. Matt Matt Simpson's gone all the way off. He tried to go around the outside, lost traction, and he's on the grass. Plato with James Cole on his left gets a good start, as you'd expect from rear-wheel drive. Sees a bit of a gap developing up the right-hand side. He looks to be safe and secure at this moment. Oh, and then they get on the brakes. And he just gets bustled in the middle. There's contact from either side, and nothing Jason could do about that. He has actually continued.
This the view from the Tom Chilton Ford as he accelerates away. Colin Turkington to the right. Well, Collard past. Tom Oliphant, slow start. Into Oliphant. Collard involved as well, look.
Yeah, it looked like Collard got a tap from the rear, and that turned him left across the front, didn't it? Well, locks off, and Morgan sliding big time.
And into the tyres. How much damage will that have done?
Only gently. He bounced off nicely, and he'll continue. That looked like it was at Riches.
It was, and this is what happened to him under braking.
He locked the rears up a little bit on the slightly damper inside line and couldn't save it. Judicious use of a bit of throttle there to turn the car. And fortunately, he went in and just a glancing
from the rear of the grid. And that's Bobby Thompson elbowing his way up alongside Matt Neal, and they touch and they both get sideways. Can Matt hang on to it? Yes, he can. So can Bobby Thompson. Jack Goff ahead of us. Matt Neal will get a touch in a moment. Bobby Thompson looks for a way by. Round comes the back.
Listen to those revs as he absolutely floored it on full look. Now, has he got... We can't see if there's another car around. No, he just felt... No, there was no other car there. He just lost the rear. Just lost the rear. Oh,
he's going to get going.
Driving it again now.
So let us see, but the safety car is deployed. Rob Collard is off at Riches. There is Stephen Jelly involved in the Rob Collard incident. Rob into the barriers, but Stephen Jelly involved. But as I say, you've just seen on the track, Camish back into second. Body so far, safely through for the first time in a 20-lap race.
Yeah, great reaction. Oh, it has kicked off in the back.
Moffat and Butcher, I fear.
Yes, and Moffat's got suspension damage on the left rear. Moffat's on the inside, all looks to have room in front. Plato staying out wide, and they got run into, and Rory Butcher speared across the road and tagged Moffat on the right.
0.8 seconds. Oh, big drama there. That is Brett Smith and Tom Oliphant. This could be the safety car that Ash Sutton was after, because those two have hit the barrier very hard indeed.
Yet more action for sixth place.
Chris Smiley locking up round the outside centre Proctor, and he got tagged, and so Turkington gets past and finally goes to the head of that battle pack. And Tom Chilton in the yellow Ford ducks down low, but he can't find a way through. Camish brakes late, and into the back of Tornoff, turns him around. The two BTC Norling Hondas have got in strife as well. Jordan's in the side as well. Brett Smith up here is involved. There's drama for Matt Neal from the back. There is mayhem at the first corner.
Oh, we've got Stephen Jelly alongside him, braking side by side, and then coming up the inside, James Cole. There isn't room, just into the back. He's got no choice but to turn in, and really James Cole has stuck the nose up trying to follow Jelly through, but is just not far enough up the inside.
Towards Yetwood, so Matt Simpson hangs on to sixth place.
Oh, more contact, Matt Simpson, and Rory Butcher don't come back across Rory.
No, Chilton is getting away. Is the rain starting to come as they head in towards the hairpin for the first time? Chilton loses it, off he goes. Simpson slides into him, and Chris Smiley picks up the race lead. Smiley is ahead as they come out of what is now a very slippery hairpin.
Very easy to make. Whoa, look at that, that's Dan Lloyd off. He's got the power on, trying to straighten the front out, but he's going to slide back across all of the cars. Wow, how did they miss him?
And there is Adam Morgan. Now Tom Oliphant is up to 8th at the expense of Chris Smiley, who's dropping in a spin. That's Matt Neal in the background going off the road. And there's damage on the suspension. Look, right rear corner is broken.
OK, Jelly gets a little bit sideways. Turkington gets a run. He goes late to dive to the inside, but Jelly's already there. And just a mistimed manoeuvre by Turkington. Got across the front of Camish, but Camish was further back on the grid, remember, than the pole position.
Spin, off goes Ollie Jackson. That's Senna Proctor, I think, that's gone with him. Sam Smelt off the road. Red flag. A red flag this time. Red flag. Race stopped. And we will await...
That's turn one.
Yeah, we'll await news as to a restart. Let's see what happens to Sam in the gloom, in the spray. The Audi S3 just goes straight on and boom. Into the barriers. And moves all the recticel, so the barrier is exposed. That's another reason, apart from the car being in an awkward place, that's another reason to stop it. And we're hearing that Tom Chilton is looking for the wetter part of the road now to keep the tyres cool, to preserve them to the end. And there's contact as Butcher and Cook come to blows. Cook into the gravel. Tordoff goes ahead of him. Now this is Brett Smith into the back of Santa Proctor. Oh, I think Proctor was going for the pits and brakes and got hit from behind.
Yeah, he didn't use his indicator.
Dives up the inside and Simpson's in the wall, so is Mike Bushell. There was one of the Subarus
that
there.
Plato. That was Plato. Into the zone. Oh, it was Matt Simpson that got turned around, wasn't it, by Jack Goff.
Sutton's off the road as well. Ingram zapped back onto the circuit. Whoa, wow, that was close.
Well, oh, and now Austin sideways coming back across the track, collects one of the Hondas. I think it was Matt Neal. That makes for desperate manoeuvres like that. Will he get across? He's going to have Cole still on the inside. He'll try and duck. Oh, he tried to duck back to the inside. This is a replay. Now look, he knows Cole's on the inside. He knows Cole's going deep, and as he turns in, he just tags the back of the car as he tries. This is a better view. He's going to try and get the cutback. And he turns now. Yeah. Now whether Cole. This is on board with Stephen Jelly. Plato in front. There's the incident with Cole getting turned around in front. Nothing he could do about that. You absolutely have to hug the... Oh, Jelly off, and that's at Cops.
Big slide, big spin. Stephen Jelly off the road into the gravel. Brett Smith that leads the way as they break for the hairpin.
Jack Goff up the inside of Matt Neal fighting out for third. They're side by side. There's a Subaru off. I think that's Sutton. He was the first one of the two.
And he got involved with Chris Smiley, and there's drama going into Graham Hill Bend as well. Somebody's off the road works. It's two of the team hard cars that have got together. Mike Bushell is one and Bobby Thompson is another. And take points away. That's helping Turkington. And that's Oliphant getting into stride with Josh Cook, and Oliphant's in the gravel. This is Turkington's view as he goes across the timing line. We've lost Sam Tordoff having wide of contact. Dan Lloyd across the front. Turkington's off the road and into the gravel. Can he get out the other side? I don't think he can. He's a long way off, and Turkington tries to keep it going. How much damage has he got? Is it going to bog down? He's trying to nurse it out of the gravel. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Here's the moment. Look, Turkington up the inside of Dan Lloyd. There was contact that tipped him sideways. Turkington off and through the gravel.
Yeah. Remember in the second race last year when Turkington